thought I'd show you my masks. Sorry I'm a bit tardy. I was on the phone with the pointed plate. Let's see. These are probably going to be a usual thing, a Monday and a Friday morning live, just in case you're wondering. I thought it's good for people who live in a different time zone, who can't get to the night live. Just going to put it in my Facebook group. Just putting that out there. I didn't even share my video from today. Look, I have eye masks on. It's like, Dee, you really look kind of shit-faced. I know. It's just my eye masks. I'm going to peel them off when we're done. But helps with those little puffiness. All right, let's grab the chat while I'm here. It's Friday. I have a confession to make. Do you want to hear my confession? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, Casey Marie. I emailed international. No, I emailed Weight Watchers of Philadelphia, and I said, can you honor my international for the same price? Because the meeting is like 5 minutes from my house. And I'll see what they're going to say no, and that's fine. I'm not going to go, but I'm just thought if they say yes, then maybe I would consider going back. But we'll see. Happy Friday. Good morning, Tamara, Lori, Kim, Carlotta. I love that name. Or Carletta, would you say? I would say Lotta, but it could be Letta. Kara, Jenny, and Mal. Room user. Room user, are you a troll? I don't know. I've never heard of room user name. That's interesting. Room user. I have eye masks on in case you're wondering. It's an interesting room user. But good morning, room user. Hello, Angie, and hello, Julie. You guys liking the morning chats? We're going to do 2 days a week. I'm thinking Mondays and Fridays around between 10:30 and 11. I think early would be good. Oh, okay. I think, Sheila, you have to change it in settings of if you have like a Google, I think somewhere in there you have to change it. Well, welcome, Sheila. I'm just making sure because sometimes with names like that, I get a little concerned. Because when you do lives invite the trolls in, and then, it's crazy. I think they look for lives just to be crazy, if I could say that. Oh, Casey Marie, you have chickens to watch. You have to, number one, forgive yourself. You know what? You did it. It's done. Dude, you know how to get back on plan. I've fallen. I mean, I admitted I didn't have the greatest, food wise, I was good. It was the treats that I went into. And I know. Awesome. Or sometimes it's somewhere in settings. I think you could change if you go into like the YouTube settings. I think there's Google it. Put in Google, how do I change my YouTube name? And it might come up. We all fall off the wagon. Holidays are hard for a lot of us because it's a holiday. And even though we're on a weight loss journey, we think we could go back to the way we used to eat on a holiday and think it's okay. And I always try to say, it's always better to have a little bit versus having a lot, because when you have a lot, like you're going to electric chair, it's very hard to get back. I do have, in case you're wondering, I do have eye masks on. Yeah, see them? Oh, trying to help those. Then I'm going to go up and I'm going to do a toner and then do my rest of my cream. But you know what? It happens. And it's going to happen again. It happens occasionally when we have, it's mostly around the holidays or special occasions like birthdays and stuff like that. I get that, Angie. And plus, too, depending on where you're at, sometimes it's dinner time for people. Sometimes it is. I mean, it's, I think if you're in the West Coast, 7 o'clock is like 4 o'clock, which could be time you're getting ready for dinner and stuff like that. So I thought maybe this would help. I know now East Coasters is, what is it, like 8 o'clock? Or like 7:47. So yeah, in a way it's kind of like they could, it's kind of, but do I have plans for today? Oh yeah, I do. I'm making, I did tell you last night, but in case you didn't make last night's live, I did the pretzel bites yesterday in the air fryer. I made pickle ones. I put pickle seasoning on them and I dipped them in pickle mustard. They were fantastic. Even Peter said, "Mom, these are really good." They were. So definitely. You know, because I get it. And plus now that I'm not working on Fridays, I have a little free time. Um, I'm not having why, you having problems with the Healthy app? Far as did I track, I did, yeah, I tracked this morning. I just had a bagel sandwich. I had a two that I made yesterday in my air fryer. I had 2 ingredient dough bagel sandwich. And I feel like I'm like, what is that shiny thing on my cheek? It's an eye mask, but always delicious. If you've not made 2 ingredient dough bagel buns, no, I don't make them into fancy bagels. They're just buns because it's just easier. Flap them. Oh, they're so good. They're so filling too with the yogurt in there. Oh, try uninstalling or reinstalling the app. Sometimes the app is a little bit, with any app, even Weight Watchers has done it, is it gets a bit precarious. Try uninstalling and reinstalling the app. That might help. Let's see, did Weight Watchers respond to me? Oh, I have to do my Kinder Beauty box. I'm trying to see. But I always say that sometimes uninstalling the app helps. Let's get rid of some of this. Or try, is there a chat feature that you could, or email them on the website? Because I think if you can go to itrackhealthy.com, I think there's a website you could email them. Don't feel like a failure. You're not. You're a girl on a journey. And you know what? It's so normal. And people, and I hate to say it this way, but people respect you more when you fail once in a while because it makes you more human. You're never going to be 100% perfect. And people don't want that. They want to see the good, the bad, and the ugly. And the reality is, we might have YouTube channels. We might, put ourselves out there, but we struggle too. And you know what? It's good for people to see that. Awesome, Shirley. Welcome. Yeah, I would definitely email them, Kim. I mean, I think somewhere along the line there's got to be a place for you to talk to somebody for support. But yeah, Casey, don't ever feel like if you're not a failure. You're not. You're a human being, and sometimes we eat too much. Sometimes we go off it just happens. Good morning, Donna McKean. Bailey's upstairs sleeping. You the most popular woman tomorrow? Why is that? Share with the class. I think you're popular. But I need a haircut. I just texted her. I said, this gets to be too long. I get a little, though I had an idea for a hair. I don't know if I really want to do it because I was thinking about having one of those asymmetrical bobs where it's all short and long on the one side. My fear is I'll hate it and it has to grow back in, but I don't know. Hey, Rachel. Exactly. Jenny, hear that? See what Jenny said? It happens. It does. And there's nothing wrong with gaining 1 week. There really isn't. Oh, awesome, Carlotta. I'm glad that you get to the lives. Exactly. See what Catherine says? Like I said, sometimes you're human. And it shows a true journey. That's why it's called a journey, because journeys are like this. They're not like this. They are like this. I mean, there's always a little bit, if you lost consistently every week, then you're really technically on a diet. But when you have those weeks that you gain, it's just a normal thing. Like, yeah, you're allowed to indulge. You're allowed to have a week where you gain. I always try to say, why is it we get on our cases when we gain? Everybody gains over the holidays. Why are we getting on our cases when we do it? Because we're supposed to be perfect and lose every week? It's like going on the cruise. Was I going to sit there and be on a diet on the cruise and sit there and not have dessert because I do Weight Watchers? No, I'm on vacation. Damn straight I'm going to have dessert every night. There you go. We are human, and journeys are more like this. I think sometimes we think we're supposed to be, especially because we put ourselves out here on a platform, that we have to be perfect all the time, because perfect people are on YouTube, and they're not. Human beings are on YouTube. That's why it's called YouTube. It's not like we're not on the Food Network. We're not on and this is our channel to share our struggles. And there's days where we struggle. Hey, Paula. Yep. Chris, preach it, sister. Exactly, Catherine. It is okay to be perfectly imperfect. Perfection is so overrated. It truly is. Because we're human beings and we are made to be imperfect. We struggle every day with just trying to do what's right. And how many times do we do things that we know are wrong, but we do them anyway? And we know, like, I shouldn't do that because it's really not right. And I've been struggling with that in the last year. I've mentioned that in a rambling, that I'm trying to just make better choices and better decisions. And, you know, because sometimes you get off track and sometimes you get so caught up in life that you forget, like, there are things you should and shouldn't do. Ugh. Well, I live to crack you up. And I do try to find humor in most about, hey, Barb, in most about everything. Because I feel like if we can't laugh at life, if we take life way too seriously, then bad things are going to happen. We have to, like, it's almost sometimes we have to let go of things. Like I told you about Timmy and, being away at school. And I had to let go of, I worry about him. I do. He's my son. But he's also an adult, and he's also going to make decisions that I might not agree with and do things that I might not do. And sometimes things might not go his way, and that's a learning experience for him. And we have to just let go of some things that we can't control. It's like that prayer, the serenity prayer, the things you can't control. Give me the wisdom to know the difference. Like, I think we try to control everything, and honestly, we shouldn't control much of anything. Yep, that's why we have this is why we have these chats. Because you can come in here in this safe space, even though it's public, and say that. And that's why the group is there, for you to sit there and express yourself. And where people say, we get you, we understand. We truly do. And that's why meetings were always such a success for the Weight Watchers, because that's what a meeting does. It lets you have a safe space to express yourself, where you're not going to be judged, because people there get it. We get it. Oh, that would be fun. That would be fun, Team Burchels. Awesome! Sheila did it! Yay! That's awesome! You're welcome. Hey, Google is my tech info. When I don't know anything, there's usually a YouTube video for it, and Google usually points me in the right direction. It is freeing. You just have to laugh. You have to find the humor. And even when you're having at your worst situation, there's got to be a silver lining in there. There has to be a lesson to be learned. I mean, there has to be. Like, I don't know. There has to be a purpose in everything. And sometimes we make mistakes. Sometimes we do things we shouldn't do. And sometimes we regret it later. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. And I think sometimes we do a lot of it out of being hurt, being envious. That makes us make really bad decisions. And sometimes hurt and envy are two of the things that we react to the harshest. We kind of fight back. And I'm trying, like I said, not to fight back all the time. Like, sometimes you just have to accept the fact that you were hurt. Doesn't mean you have to lash back. Oh, I hear you, Kim. I mean, it's you can't control that situation. As much as we want to control it, we can't. And you just have to, you know, hope and pray that, things work out. Good morning, Deanna. Yep, life is about learning. And you know what? You never get too old to learn. You think to yourself, I'm done learning. No, there's always something you have to be open to it. And once you kind of like, I think, open your heart to the fact that you don't like what you do or you don't like what you're doing. And like you said, I need to change. I could be 56 years old. I still need to change certain things. I need to be better. And it's hard. It's hard to admit that when you've done something that you're not proud of, you know? Hi, Bernice. Yeah, we will definitely keep him in our prayers. Absolutely. That's what we do too. I mean, not everybody's praying people, but most of the people are, Kim. And I always feel like if anybody ever needs prayers, they could post it in the group. They could post it here on the live, say, hey, and there are people that will pray. There are people that won't because it's just not their thing. And it's okay. It doesn't have to be your thing. We all have different things that we do. Some people are praying people and some people aren't. You don't, it is what it is. And people that are praying people will definitely pray. Exactly. It's never too late, Casey. It never is. What's my famous line? New week, new set of points. You always have that new week, that brand spanking things get reset. It's all good. That's a great thing. That's a great thing to do, Angie. At the end of the month, how was the month? Because week to week, we struggle sometimes, but sometimes how was the month in a whole? That's awesome. That's a great mantra. Look at it at month to month because sometimes week to week it gets in your crawl. Like seriously, that's awesome, Angie. I like that because sometimes like this week might not be good, but for the whole month of April, how did you do? Don't worry about there was a holiday in this week. There's going to be a holiday in next month as well because we have Memorial Day. Well, for people over in yeah, I guess everybody celebrates, doesn't? I don't know. It's more than just a U.S. thing. I always forget between USA and UK. Like, they don't celebrate 4th of July. I totally forgot that. I'm thinking everybody celebrates 4th of July. Apparently they don't. Yeah. I just want to party all the time, have a picnic. Exactly, Carla. Remember to thumb up this live. If you are new here, this is your first live, let me know. We'd love to meet you. Zooms are Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Are you, T. Birchholz, are you a member of the Facebook group? I usually post a reminder in there because I don't post that kind of information here on YouTube because it's public. The Facebook group is private. Remember, you can always email me if you don't have Facebook, dishwithd@yahoo.com. If you ever need a question answered and you don't do Facebook, you just want to chat, you just want to share something, I get emails all the time from you lovelies who don't have Facebook. And I get it, because, I'm not a fan of the Facebook. It has its purpose, but I do think it's a bit of a drama situation on Facebook. I really use it mostly for my community and I don't share a lot of private things on Facebook. Very rarely do you see me post occasionally I post Timmy stuff because people seem to love Timmy, but I don't post a lot of private stuff on there. They do, Paula. I mean, my hair grows pretty quickly I think because I take the collagen, but still, it's one of those things that I could hate it. I could hate it, and it's going to take forever to grow back. Steve T, you deleted your Facebook account. A lot of people do. I get it. You are somebody's husband, I believe, but because you changed your name here on YouTube too. Oh, you're welcome, Deanna. I'm thinking about doing like recorded podcasts, and I'm looking into it. I'm undecided whether I just stick with the lives or do the podcasts as well. That's awesome, Barb. Never hurts to check out something else. Oh, Julie, welcome to your first live. Lisa T. Okay, because you had it. Yeah, Ace Tech. Yes, because I did check it out when you came on. Just so you know, I'm on that kind of stuff. A name I don't recognize, I definitely check out. Hey, Jennifer. Awesome. Well, welcome to the live. Remember, I have a Facebook group if you're not familiar with it, Dish with These crew. Let's welcome everybody. Hey, Cheryl. This is just a little open forum where we discuss anything you guys want to talk about. You have a problem, like I helped somebody change their name. That happens occasionally. And somebody's also having a problem with the app, and I've been okay because I know I just put a recipe in there. Hey, Bella. Well, welcome back. Let's all welcome Bella back. So yeah, you ever have questions? Just, this is just like what I also try to say is if you have something direct, you guys sometimes chat amongst yourselves, which is really cute. But I just asked if you put your quote question to me in caps so I know I could pick it out because at the night live, there's such conversations going on amongst everybody. And I love it. I don't want to stop that because it's great communication. So yeah, welcome. See, this is what happens when you do a morning live. You hit people, and that's what it's all about. It's hitting people. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I just uploaded a Trader Joe's haul today. I went to Trader Joe's this week. I love Trader Joe's. I need to go there more. I don't know why I don't. Because it's too far. That's why I don't. Let's face it. Oh, Deborah T, welcome back. Yay. Oh, the baby. Aw. Oh, we've been there gaining it back. Trust me, you're not amongst the minority. So we got you, girl. Welcome back, Deborah T. I get it. I know sometimes that is a time. That's why I wanted to do the morning lives, especially if you have kids that are in school. It's like you have a little free time. Hey, Ro. Hey, Ro. Yeah, I know. It always makes me uncomfortable when I'm on somebody's big screen TV. I'm like, okay. I do have eye masks on in case you're wondering why do you have yellow under your eyes? I have little under the eye masks on today. Leslie. That's a good question. I was looking for it this morning. I will recommend, do you follow Recipes with Roy? He has a 3-part tutorial that he did. It's really good. You too, Casey. Have a great weekend. Nighttime eating. Now, my question to you, Deanna, is do you eat a nice high protein dinner that has a carb in it? I know a lot of us don't eat carbs because we think carbs are negative. And I get that. Carbs get a bad rap. They do. But do you have like a potato in there at night? Do you have a rice in there at night or a pasta? It will help keep you a little bit fuller with that protein. Because I honestly don't feel hungry at night. So I will say I struggled with reflux. So when I ate, I got sick. So I was in the habit of not eating. It made me sick. But eventually you get used to it. I don't think about after dinner eating. Hey, Lynn. Oh, yes. Well, somebody has to take care of it. I will tell you, it's skincare. I did my whole skincare routine in yesterday's vlog, if you didn't see that. I meant to mention that in the thing, and I never did, because people have asked me to see my routine, and I did it. It's the very first part of the video. Oh my God, Amy. That's so cool, though. Yeah, you can't comment when you watch it on the screen. I got that. But I thank you for commenting anyway. That's awesome. Yeah, that's key. Have a protein and a carb. Like I said, a rice, a pasta, potato. I mean, you can have 4 points of carbs, whether it be like you could have 3 points of potatoes is nice, or 4 points of a pasta, or even a rice. Sometimes I have a cup of rice, which is like 5 or 6 points. Oh, thank you, Lynn. But I usually mention that because I think a lot of us do like maybe chicken and vegetables. And that's somebody's vacuuming upstairs. I wonder why. I wonder if that's what's, making you hungry. Like maybe fit in a little bit more. Oh, thank you, Bernice. It was a little bit long. I do apologize, but I thought I was thought about cutting some things out, but I like thought to myself, I loved every part of it. I'm like, no, I don't want to cut that out. No, I don't want to cut that out. I couldn't cut out the box. I was mandated to do that. But I like, do I need to show the containers? But the containers were cool. And I showed you me organizing, which is something I don't normally do. And I thought, no, they've never seen me like do one of those organizing things. So, um, yeah, it's an eye mask. I could pull it off. Hey, me mom, are you doing okay? Somebody asked about you. I think it was Chris was asking how you were doing. She said you haven't posted in a while, so I'm glad you're here. Are you everything okay? Ah, yeah, thank you, Amy. Ah, you girls are watching from work. This is from Unique. Miss Becky Pfeiffer. You know Becky. She's in the group. She's my unique my unique pusher. She's my unique, dealer. And I had a unique party last year, and I was thinking about having another one. People seem to like it. So we think I should have like a book party if you'd be interested in it. I could have another one. It was like I think it was like in February or March of last year. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, sweet potato. Again, there are slow glycemic carbs, like oats are one of them. I think like quinoa, like those. I wanted to do a video on that because I feel like carbs get this bad rap and we're so afraid of them. But there are carbs that are really good carbs. Oh, thank you, Diamond Dead. I get very self conscious when I'm like on a big screen. I'm like, my God, Big D. That's just creepy. Awesome. Glad to hear it, me mom. Oh, that's my nose. My plastic containers get all weird, Bernice. And I'm like, you know what? Let's get rid of them. Because see, I live in a house of men. I feel like I live in a frat house. They tend to heat up right in the container. And I don't have a problem with that because it's not going to hurt them to heat up in the container. But the containers get all funky. So I need to, like, let's get the glass. Yes, it was a fun thing. Thank you, Melody. I'm just got my little eye masks on. When I go up, I'm going to do my toner and then my creams. Yeah, I mean, I just like the fact that you could freeze in them and heat up in them, but you can't heat up in them frozen. You have to thaw it, then heat it in the glass. I should have mentioned that because that's important. Because we just think, oh, well, it says you could do it's microwave and freezer safe. It is. But they don't want you heating it frozen in the microwave. So you have to let it thaw a little bit. Oh, Lori Lurker. What do we call it? These lovely lurkers? Do we have any lovely lurkers today? Hello, lovely lurkers. It was. Did you see all of them? Oh my gosh, I had because my cabinet goes back. I didn't realize I had so many. All right, Angie, go to work. Glad you could pop in. Oh, glad you have a sunny day in California. Anna, another lovely lurker. Hello, my lovely. That's right, Lori's got to get to work. Have a great tutoring. Washing windows. Good for you. I'm going to go work on my shoes and my little, I'm going to get rid of some more clothes, I think. I'm going to go through. I have some I'm purging shoes. I kept them last year and I don't know why. It says I have a lot of those curved sneakers. I have them in 3 colors. Do I seriously need 3 colors of the same type of shoe? No, I don't. So I'm going to decide which one of the 3 I want and the other 2 are going to get donated. So yeah, we're going to go purging up in the bedroom. I know. Yep, male, you got, and the dog. My dog is a male. We had guinea pigs at one time. We had 2 guinea pigs and a dog. They were all male. I couldn't even get a female anything. Do you get? It's like I say, I am the den mother to a frat house. True story. True story. I do have them putting the seat down though. I insisted on that. I'm like, yeah, put the seat down. They got to. So, y'all ready for the weekend? The weekend could be a struggle for a lot of people. I get it, because everybody's home. I get that. Oh, awesome, Julie. I mean, if I have time, I'll pop in. I always forget she's live because usually that time is when I'm eating. And I've been trying to be better at scrolling through my phone during food. I feel like, remember what we were talking about? Concentrating on I fill my dinner and I put my phone on the charger and then I just try to eat. But yeah, I always forget she's live. If I remember, it's usually around 1, I think. 1 or 2. I know she goes live around then. My favorite line is when she goes, listen. I could do my impression of Kim. Listen. Y'all. Yeah, listen. Kim, a girl on her phone. She does so a lot of times she calls it girl chat and stuff. She, her history is she did WW and she did several versions of WW. She liked Simply Filling, but she wound up having, I think, a sleeve put in, and so she has to be counting protein and macros now. If you want, I could put a link if you like chats. She's very funny. She's Southern, and she's very funny. So you might enjoy. She's very laid back. But she does mostly, like I said, with the sleeve, she does a lot of calories and protein, which is, so everybody's doing calories and protein. There's nothing wrong with that. Here, I'll put a link in case you're interested. All right. Oh, yes. I'm going out to Dunkin' and get me a green tea as well because I need to. No, I don't think she had full. I thought she had a sleeve, or did she have full? I get confused. It's one of those. Did she have full? I can't. You might know more than I do tomorrow because I'm always like, I know in some, definitely was it bypass or was it? I guess I don't think she had a sleeve. Now that I think about it, I think she had the full. I don't remember. She definitely had some type of one of them full. Okay. So yeah, so she's big on, she has to have a lot of protein and low carb. That's, a lot of that. Yeah, listen. Awesome. She's very funny. Her stories are hilarious. They really are. She's a very good storyteller. And the rat was my favorite story about the rat. That was one of my favorites. But yeah, she's very funny, very personable. She'll be your best friend. She will. She's just that kind of channel where you feel like, you'll enjoy it. All right, girls. Make sure you go to the live and tell her D sent you. I've been talking to a lot of people lately. A lot of new friends. Oh my God. I watched Amy is Human. She went to the airport. The airport in Manchester. Let me just tell you. I was like, our airport. I go to the Philadelphia airport, and let me tell you, her airport is she's usually on Fridays when she does her lives. She puts up menu prep, meal prep, sometimes grocery hauls, weigh-ins. 1 o'clock. Okay, is it 1? Okay, I knew it was around that time. Hey, Sylvia. Oh my God, it's first time since 6 a.m. Good for you. Yeah, you'll enjoy it. It's very, very fun, Eastern time, yes. So it would be in an hour and 45 minutes from now. Ooh, banana nut muffin and mug. Oh, that's the Hungry Girl one. That's one of my favorites. UK. She's in UK. Yeah. She's the one that says tin of tomatoes that I just love. I'm going to start saying that when I use a tin of tomatoes or a can of tomatoes. It's going to be a tin of tomatoes because it sounds so regal. Yeah, the UK. But I'm telling you, they had like this little place to go in the airport and they had this beautiful breakfast. I'm like, our airport's a dump. Philly airport is, I'm like, I want to live in Manchester now. Yes, that's my favorite. I love that mug. That's fantastic. And it's very filling. It is. I think that's one that, does she have like oats and flour? It's like a mixture. I haven't made it for a while. Now that you mention it's like, ooh. I was going to have a Kroger bowl this morning, but I made bagel buns. I might have a Kroger bowl for lunch though, if I'm feeling it. Maybe a half a Kroger bowl. The other one's just too big. Oh, it's so good. It's Hungry Girl. It's fantastic. Definitely highly recommend that one. But you know that store I always go to when I'm going to ShopRite? They closed. Yesterday was their last day. It's very sad. Word on the street has it. I got it from the Pointed Plate that there's going to be a Dollar Tree and a discount grocery store. Now, that might be fun. Yeah, I think it's around 4, Carla. I want to say around 4. I have it on my thing, but you know what I always say? Give it something. We don't always have to be perfect. 4 is a good number. I think sometimes we overthink the points, like, oh, I gotta have to get it on the nose. Just give it something. I gotta pull off my. Time for these babies to come off. There we go. Look at that. That's what they look like. And oh, they're dry. Okay. What do you think? I think they look pretty good. I'm gonna go up and do my toner and put my rest of my creams on for the day. I'm excited. I know, me too. I'm excited. I mean, I know that if it's like the discount grocery store we go to in Lancaster, it just has dry goods and you have to watch the dates. Now, I don't mind dates being a little bit out. Steve does. We call him the date police. Yeah, if they, I mean, to me, it's like they have to put a date on legality wise. Doesn't mean it's bad. It's just it's not at its top peak. And hey, if I can get something for $1, I'm all in. But Steve, I can't shop with him there. He doesn't. Oh, like sometimes we go our separate ways in that store. And when he meets up with me, he checks my cart. Like, don't check my cart. I want that. Oh, thank you, Anna. Thank you. I've been asked several times and I finally remembered to do it. And then I realized that this video is 53 minutes long. And I'm like, you know what I was going to do? I'm going to save it for next week. I love when people do on YouTube. He's the food police. Well, we call him the date police. I'm going to do what's in my purse because I'm switching over to a new bag. I'll have to wait till next week to do it. But I'm going to do what's in my bag because you'd be shocked at the shit in my bag. Yeah, that dairy I'm the date police on because you can't eat expired dairy. Yeah. But like things that are in I don't like this doesn't bother me. Things that are I don't care. I mean, it can't be 3 years old, but if it's out by a month, I don't really care. But oh, Steve. That's why you're paying $1 for it. Oh yeah. Lori, I got one of them, Lori. I got one of them. Thank you, Deanna. Oh, Trader Joe's. Oh, every time I say the word Trader Joe's, I just smile. I was hoping that store would be a Trader Joe's because I think we could use one down here. That would have been, I think I would have even applied for a job there if that was a Trader Joe's. Oh my God, wickedly awesome. I like that. Massachusetts. I always wanted to go check out Massachusetts. Steve and I, we talk about taking like a weekend out there. Though he isn't into the witches as much as I am. Figure that one. Really? Oh, that's too much, Carla. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They have to put them on there. I get that. But they legally wouldn't sell it if it's going to kill you, or make you sick. You know? It is ballsy. True, it's probably not at its peak performance, and I agree with that. Ever had pineapple that looked cloudy when you got it? No, I never saw a cloudy one. Oh, no, I've never seen that. I agree. Yeah, sometimes I kind of like, I don't show him or I put him in it because if I put them in, he tends to check the downstairs pantry because this is where he does his workout. So I tend not to put that stuff down here. I tend to put it up. He doesn't check the upstairs one. He thinks I keep everything down here. I have my stash up there he doesn't know about. Yeah, I don't think I would have used it either. Just the cloudiness. Who was it that suggested the pineapple spears at BJ's? Somebody did somewhere. I think it was Nikki Gets Fit. I thought, let's grab them. Oh my God, they were so good. I'm like, yeah, already cut and peeled for me. I'm in. Yeah, I don't know if I would be looking at dates at somebody else's refrigerator. I wouldn't even go in their refrigerator if I was a guest. I'd be like, am I, I wouldn't feel that comfortable. Yeah. That sounds really nice, Donna McKean. You should post a picture of the water. I'd love to see it. Yeah, I have no problem with dates. That's why I almost hate taking him with me. It wasn't the fact that didn't want to drive there. Like, could you just? I mean, I could see if we were at the regular grocery store paying full price. Yeah, I want things that have a long date. But when you're at a discount store paying $1 or 50 cents, I don't care what that date says. Just saying. Remember, what goes on alive stays alive. Hey, Amelia. How are you? Oh, I don't know if our food pantry does or it doesn't. I'll have to ask the girl that runs it. I never thought about that. I mean, I probably would never donate anything that has an expire. I mean, I would not do that, I don't think, because you don't know how long it's going to sit there. And you don't want people who are getting donated food to think, oh, they only donated because it was expired. I would feel bad. So I probably wouldn't donate expired food. Exactly. We do it to our mamas because we can. Because our mamas would do it to us. That is true. Exactly, Tamara. I agree. Hey, Audrey. A House of Dens. I would love that store. Oh, a House of Dens. The House of Dens. I like the name of that. The House of Dens. It's like the House of Cheesecake. Oh, stores donate. Oh, okay. I get that. Like I said, I don't think I would feel bad. I don't want people to think, oh, I only got, how, people don't like taking donations as it is. I don't want them to feel any worse about it. That's how I feel. I mean, but like I said, it is still good. And like I said, I do not buy expired dairy or even bread because I think bread could get moldy. So I probably wouldn't buy expired bread. There's this one outlet we go to that has 647 for $1. And the date is like that week. And I take it home and I freeze it. So if we get to that store, we're supposed to. Steve mentioned going to Lancaster, though I don't think we'll be. I don't think we'll be at that store. We're going to go. I think a week from today. I think we're going to go next Friday. Since I don't work on Fridays anymore, so it probably won't be alive next Friday unless I do it really early before we go. I mean, I'll do it on Thursday instead. I am so flexible. That's what happens when you're your own boss. You can be flexible. You can change the live whenever you want. And definitely, I will post, I think for the next few weeks, I'm going to post in the community post about when the lives are going to happen so you know if you are interested, because not everybody's on Facebook. Not everybody sees the Facebook. So I definitely, and if you have all notifications turned on below, you will get that notification. Does Healthi configure, or it gives you I don't know, it comes up with one. I don't know where it gets it from. I don't know if it's based on your weight. It does get one, but you could absolutely adjust it if you feel you want less or more. It does, I think it gives you a base one. I adjusted mine. I adjusted several things on there actually. Then it can't. Well, yeah, I know something about you can't. I heard you can't have expired tomatoes. Apparently, the tomatoes in the tin, something happens to them, so you shouldn't eat expired tomatoes. That, and honestly, I don't think I've ever seen expired tomatoes in the store. That's true. The dented cans, if they're dented in such a way, I agree with that. Oh, do you have all notifications turned on? That little bell? You should. Oh, gotcha, Lynn. I meant to do that, and I just last night I mentioned it at the live, but I really didn't. I think I said 11 o'clock, and I changed it to 10:30 this morning because I went I have to go out. So I get you. Cautious is better to be cautious. How much we need? Doctor always say check with your physician if you're a person who sees your doctor regularly is always the best bet. Came up with a random 50 grams for me. Well, I know some people who have underlying conditions, and I don't know what they are. It's having too much protein is not always good. I am not a doctor, and nor do I claim to be. So that is always something to think. The community post is if you go on my channel, it'll say videos, playlist about, and there's a thing that says community. So if you have all notifications turned on, you should get that notification. Okay, then if you don't have, I would say it says you should have a gram for your goal weight is what I heard somewhere. So if your goal weight's 150, you should have 150 grams of protein. My theory is, hello Diane, is yeah, you should have more protein. Absolutely, that's it. But can you maintain high amounts of protein? If you're going to have over 100 grams to 100 grams of protein, how are you getting it? I mean, to have that much, you're going to have supplements. You're going to have bars or drinks or powders to get to that high amount of protein. And that's a very hard thing to maintain. I mean, you could do it for a couple of months, but it gets expensive to buy the bars, the powders, I'm saying the drinks. Because a lot of those drinks have 20 to 30 grams of protein. The powder, 20 to 30 grams of protein. The bars have around 20. So you can get, and that's cottage cheese. Like you're going to have to look, Google foods that are high in protein, eggs, cottage cheese, tuna. A tin of tuna has close to 28 grams of protein. That's a lot. So right there, you can make up almost a quarter of your day with a can of tuna. So definitely look up, Google foods high in protein, and then kind of gauge around that. And if you, like I said, because supplements are expensive, powders are expensive, they are. And if it's not something you can continually do, or maybe every other day have a supplement. So you're not really, but it's hard. It's hard to eat that. Meat sticks have protein in them. Kodiak cakes has protein in them. So I add an egg to my Kodiak cake. So I'm absolutely upping the protein. Now the Progert bowl, which is my favorite, has close to 48 grams of protein between the cup of yogurt and the protein powder. And then the chia seeds and sometimes I think there's an itty bitty amount of protein in chia seeds, I think, and crushed hemp, though I don't use that much. So that ups your protein. So you have to really, it's hard. It's not easy. And, you have to really like it. Yeah, I think I try to keep it around 100 for me because I feel like that's something I can maintain long term. Like, I always say, I don't think about now, I think about months down the line because can I maintain this? Do I want to keep buying supplements for the rest of my life? In order to keep up over 100, I'm going to have to drink a shake a day. I'm going to have and I really don't want to have a shake a day. Not for any reason, I just don't desire to have it. Like I have to want something. Like to me, I'm all about, I want it because that's, and I try to gear my food into what I want to eat and what I want to, if I want a protein, then I do. But if I don't, I don't want to force myself to drink it because it has 30 grams of protein in it. I mean, I guess that's just where I come from. But there's all schools of thought. There is. Tuna and cottage cheese. Oh, we were talking last night at the live. Did you hear the new TikTok thing about the cottage cheese ice cream? You blend cottage cheese in a food processor, or I guess even an immersion blender, and I think you add honey to it. And somebody said they added a banana, and then you freeze it, and then it's supposed to be like ice cream. I don't know, but I mean, it definitely sounds interesting. So I may be doing that this weekend because I'm now at my like I'm like, ooh, that sounds really interesting. I want to try it. Yeah, you could do like if you're a person that likes the coffee, the protein in the coffee, that is a great way to get protein in. And it's like having a latte with protein in it. So I don't drink coffee, so it's not one of the things I could have. But you could definitely get 30 grams of protein right there with your coffee. I know, bro. Exactly. I just try to keep things simple. Maple syrup, yes. You drink a third of it. Okay. Oh no, Carla. Well, prayers for your son. Oh, I've never tried the Quest shakes, and I see a lot of people with them. It makes me want to try them. Are they any cheaper than the Premier? Because I know they have salted caramel. I did not care for the Fairlife salted caramel. It didn't have enough caramel taste. If you're going to tell me you're salted caramel, you better knock my socks off with caramel. And it didn't. I thought it was just very, tastes like vanilla to me, honestly. Allergies are rampant, ladies. Things are blooming. Well, you're only having a third, me mom, so that makes it definitely more affordable. But people have a whole one every day. Maybe I'm like, wow, because that case is like $28 to $29, and that will last you a month. It's like just for the that's like you gotta. To me, it's like I'm just trying to keep things. Because why is it when we try to eat better, it's so much more expensive? Oh, Tamara's hiding behind the curtain. Well, I'm going to try that one next time I go to Target. I didn't like it. I thought it tasted like beer. I, I don't know what it was. It didn't. Now, granted, that was in the beginning when I first started having the seltzers. Maybe now my palate's changed, but I felt like it tasted like beer. I'm like, this tastes like beer. But yeah, I definitely going to try it again. I want to. I love that Nojito. Oh my god, that's like my new favorite. I think I have to get to Target to get a couple more cases before I can't find it anymore. It did. It reminded me of beer, and I'm like, this tastes like beer. Maybe I don't even like beer, so it's not like I was hoping for a beer. But yeah. Oh, prayers for your hubby, me mom. Absolutely, we got a lot of people to pray for. I just kind of say, can you pray for the people at my live who need your prayers? Because I'm going to forget names, and that's just, I did change my macros. Yes, I did. I did. Yep. You can change your calories too. You can change everything. It's kind of, you can change your weeklies on there, which I have no idea why they would do that, but you can. To percentages, I think I have around between 100 and 110 of protein. Same thing for carbs, and I have a little bit lower in fat. I think I have it to like 40% for fat, something like that, or 35. But yeah, that's how I did it. Do I make those goals all the time? I don't. It's, you just do the best you can. There's some days it works and some days it doesn't. All right, my lovelies, this has been fun. I'm going to head on out. I have a couple errands I need to run. That's why I came on a little bit early. But this has been fun. We're going to have to, I like doing these morning chats and get a whole different people on here. I love that. So thank you for joining me. I enjoyed spending time with you today. It's always fun to share. So, you have to have the secondary matrix. I have the professional version, and that gives me pick a secondary metric for calories. You should have it. You have to scroll. It says macros, and calories. It should be there. You just have to scroll on the wheel. No, there's no live tonight. I don't do lives on Friday nights. So there's no live tonight. I will see you Sunday night. Sunday night is the next live. I will see you tomorrow for weight and meeting topic du jour, though. Won't be live. It'll be a film. So it's my last trip to Turnersville. Yep, the center's closing. This is my last one. Unless I feel like going like 3 miles down, and I don't know if I'm up for that one. So don't forget to thumbs up this live before you go. I appreciate it. And I will see you all Sunday night. If you, like I said, if you have issues, email me at dishwithy@yahoo.com. I will definitely have all notifications turned on so you can see the community posts. They'll get sent to you, I believe. I think, anyway. And I will definitely post more in the community post letting you know when lives happen, so you get to know that. I forget about that. I forget there's a community post too. So have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to check out Kim, a girl on her phone. I think she goes live at 1 o'clock. You'll enjoy it. She's a lot of fun, and listen to her. Have a great night. I will dish with you Sunday. Bye-bye, lovelies.